Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.
Hello friends, welcome to Fairfield Today on this beautiful day as we begin taping the show, and a little bit different today. We are fortunate to several times a year be able to take Fairfield Today on the road, and fortunately today is one of those days. It's a beautiful day and we are at the Fairgrounds, the Lancaster Fairfield County Fairgrounds, the beautiful 175th version of the Lancaster Fairfield County Fair is almost here. This weekend it's coming up. The free day will be Sunday. We're very excited about any time we can talk about the fair. It is the prestigious event, I believe, in Fairfield County, and we are pleased to be down here. We've got several guests we'll be talking to today to kind of give you another look at the fair from behind the scenes and see how some of the sausage is made there. We're excited about that. Going to open it up with our guest that we just had on a few weeks ago to kind of introduce her to Fairfield County, because she is the new fair manager, and glad to have her here. Stacy Fisher. Stacy, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you back.
I appreciate being back.
So 2 or 3 weeks, you've made it so far.
I might not make it till then. I might have a heart attack.
We'll talk more about that. A lot going on here at the Fairfield County Fair, we know that. And then to my immediate left is Ruth Runco. Ruth, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
We're glad you're here. These two girls right now are instrumental in kind of seeing what's going on at the Fairfield County Fair. And Stacy, we'll come to you. We're just a few days away. I bet if we were able to get a blood pressure check on you right now, we'd have some impressive numbers.
You would have great numbers. My doctor would definitely get me on some BP meds for sure and up the anxiety medication.
So this is what you signed on for. Here we are. The Fairfield County Fair begins with the free day Sunday, and boy, that's exciting time. It's a week you won't forget.
I will not forget it. First year working here, it's going to be the 175th anniversary, and I am so excited and nervous, but just over the moon, happy that it's happening.
Well, it's a tremendous fair, and everything that I can tell that we've done up to now, you've done a great job of kind of prepping and get it ready. We look around we're at the dining hall. We'll probably get a shot of that later. We can see some of that. But we got the grandstand to our left. The round barn is to our right down there. The administrative office is right in front of us. The groundskeeper is in front of us, so we can see Fair Avenue from here. The track is behind us. I mean, this is kind of like the heartbeat, the center of what will be an impressive fair to come on. So we're getting ready to open Sunday. The free day is Sunday, and also something new that day I think we want to mention here. Sunday now, and I think it used to be Monday mornings around 7 a.m. as I remember it, but Sundays now will be this year's grand opening.
Correct. The opening ceremonies are taking place in the grandstands this year at 4 o'clock. They're going to follow a performance of Dalton and Delaney. It's a country band that's local. They'll be performing in the grandstands, and then we're going to have the opening ceremonies with the ribbon cutting, and the commissioners and the chamber will be here to help with that, and some other people as well.
There's some thinking that that would be a better time and place to do that.
Yeah, and it also makes sense to have the opening ceremonies on the opening day of the fair. So I think that was a lot of it behind the scenes. Plus, we're starting off with that concert that day, so they had moved it to Sunday, first day of the fair. So
what time's the fair open on Sunday?
Noon. The gates open at noon for free admission.
Now what's open? It used to be, and again, we didn't pre-chat some of this stuff, so we're hearing it live as we hear it right now. It used to be that the fair was open, but no art hall. That's still the case?
Correct, because of judging and all that's going on in the art hall on Sunday.
So everything else is open. You'll have rides, no animals either.
The animals are on the grounds. Most of the animals were moving in on Saturday.
So would people be able to see those, though?
Correct. Okay. The barns are open.
Okay, so really the art hall is the only thing.
Correct. And Sunday there's actually the swine showmanship takes place in the 52 Feeder Creek barn.
And I think it's easy for certainly me as a kid, I can remember that, but it's easy to kind of forget what the fair is all about. And really, it's always been about agriculture and young people and animals. And I know that's really still the heart of the fair.
It is. The agricultural part of the fair is what makes this fair beat. The kids with their livestock, it teaches them responsibility, teaches them how to grow and to be a better member in society. So they have these animals where they're feeding, working with, and bathing on a regular basis to come in here and show it off to everyone to see who has the best product and who shows it the best. So that's the most important part of the fair is if you're going to see anything, you need to at least get to an animal.
And I think, when you and I know you had animals as a young person. We'll talk to other people here that had them. I think really that while not only do you maybe you make some money, maybe you do something like that, but my golly, it's the ability for these people to learn how to do things on a timely manner. You have to feed them, you have to do this, you have to do that. I mean, kids will learn a lot.
Correct, they do learn a lot because you also have to follow STIFE with like the ODA. So if their animal is sick, they have to make sure they're following the withdrawal time. So these young kids at 9 years old are learning a lot about medication and the correct care for their animals to make sure the product that they're producing is going to be one that's safe to eat.
So Ruth, I want to chat with you just a couple minutes here. Ruth Runco. Ruth used to be the office secretary here. She worked in the administrative building just across the way here a little bit. I know you made a list. You've done this for a while. This is not your first rodeo.
This is my
or
first
your first
one.
fair.
Right.
Tell us the years and the jobs you've done.
Well, in 1962 and 63, I sold tickets at the grandstand. We used to sell tickets for horse harness races back in those days. And in 64 and 65, I helped with fair entries. And in 1966, I was part-time, and then I started full-time in 1967. And during that, I was an assistant secretary from 83 to 88. And then in 1989 to 2011, I was secretary and concession manager. And then in 2014, I decided to retire at 85.
She might have retired in 2014, but I have brought her in as a godsend this year. She's helped me with being compliant and making sure I had the facts correct in the fair book and that I was doing stuff by the certain time that needed to be done. So she's been a great resource for me this year. Thank you.
I enjoyed it.
Well, and you're still enjoying it, it looks like. I mean, the fair has been just a big part of your life, I'm sure.
It was. My father was on the fair board had past president. That was in 65 and 66.
So you got into this early.
Yeah, I was initiated early.
Ruth Runco with us, and Ruth, again, you can hear the job she did, and as Stacy's indicated, pretty much a little bit of chief cook and bottle washer for the fair, and a good voice to lean on that she's been able to do here. We're going to step away for a break. We're going to bring, we appreciate Ruth being on. We're going to bring back Stacy later in the program. Got another couple of guests we want to chat with. This is Fairfield Today. We are at the fair.
At Fairfield Federal, we believe true prosperity is shared. For 130 years, Fairfield Federal has invested in the community that built us. From supporting businesses that employ our neighbors, empowering the initiatives that strengthen our community, and serving generations of families, Fairfield Federal is proud to share this milestone of progress with our hometown. Fairfield Federal is your place for checking, savings, and home loans. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 402612.
Fairfield Medical Center is more than a hospital. We're a health system that's been putting people first for more than a century. From the youngest patients to the eldest, our compassionate team of caregivers are here to support you through every season of life. We are healers, cheerleaders, patient advocates, and champions. Your health is our greatest accomplishment, and we are proud to serve you. Whatever you're searching for, you can find it at Fairfield Medical Center.
This is Fairfield Today. Paul Jasson with you. The free day is coming up this Sunday. It all begins, what is that, October 5th through the 12th? Is that?
5th through the 11th.
5th through the 11th. Okay, that's what we're going on. That's why I got good people here to help me. Connie Smith, who is an extension agent. I think we all know her for that, but you're also on the fair board, and you're the driving force, the main squeeze on the 175th committee pushing that fact for the fair.
Well,
you're driving that.
The board of directors, I guess, or somebody said I could do that. Well, they were kind of foolish because they didn't understand that meant we were going to be in parades and we were going to have fun. And
Are we having fun?
I'm having the best time of my life, aren't we?
Are we having fun, Doug?
Yeah.
Is he even smiling saying that?
Yeah. He's our parade driver.
Oh, yeah.
He drives the
hauling.
tractor. He's the hauling, okay? So we've been in like 4th of July, we've been in the Baltimore Parade, the Sweet Corn Festival Parade, and he's hauling all of the past queens from the Fairfield County Fair. We have 44 invites that have been sent out, and we've got all those invites back. So we're going to have a nice parade prior to opening ceremony.
I want to mention that. When is that parade?
That parade is Sunday, October 5th.
Okay.
Beginning about 3:30.
This Sunday, the free day,
Yep.
3:30. Where will that be? At the grandstand?
Yes, but we're gonna collect at the Ricketts Hall on the other side of the ground. And if you remember the Surreys from the Lancaster Festival days, Doug and the Tractor Club have inherited those, and they have restored those.
Yep.
And so those have been our Fairfield County Fair parade floats. Now it's going to be hauling our past queens, our past fair board directors. Oh, and did they tell you the Adelphi Band is coming?
I had not heard that, but that's a great addition.
That's a great addition. 145 years here at the fair, so they will be here. And so we're going to do a lot of fun things. Oh, I forgot to mention Barbara Beery, who is the 90-year-old outrider of the races, is coming with her horse, and she's going to lead the parade.
175th anniversary. You're dropping everything's out.
Everything's out.
Everything's coming out.
That's right.
Everything's coming out. All the secrets are coming out.
Now, Doug, do you do anything that Connie doesn't tell you to do?
Well, some days not. It just depends. Most of the time I listen to her.
Connie Smith, Doug Shaw here.
Yeah.
Is he a good worker?
Oh my gosh, we have so many good workers on this board that have
And you have Doug.
Well, yeah, then there's Doug. But here's the thing: we've got them now believing it's okay to be on the fair board. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to laugh, and don't be serious, because if we're not. They don't pay us very much to do this. You do know that.
I've heard rumors.
Oh, you've heard rumors. So if we're not having fun, we probably shouldn't be doing it.
So, Doug, besides answering to Miss Connie, your job is you are in charge of entertainment here.
Yeah.
How's that working out?
Yeah.
Me and Greg Schweinhardt are in charge of entertainment.
Is that working out okay?
It's okay, yeah.
It's coming up Sunday. You got things lined up?
Well, we hope. We hope we got our ducks in a row.
Well, is that it?
Or mules in the race? Or
Yeah.
That's not only the shows that are at the grandstand, but that means all kinds of entertainment.
Oh, yeah. We got, like in the art hall, we have bands in there and so forth. And
acts up here and there.
And the tent down here, the LOH tent. And
you probably have to start pretty far ahead, kind of lining that stuff up.
as soon as the
that wasn't
fair's
done last
over,
week,
we start over. It's like the Tractor Club. We got to start preparing for next year. So.
And that's pretty it for even though it's the 175th, I imagine you've been working on this for quite a while.
Oh gosh, we started our.
At 174?
Yeah, we're trying to decide. Be sure we were 175 years old, and then we had to we've been meeting at least once a month for at least 7 months to figure out what's going on. The other thing we did is the board was really, really, really generous with some of the funds that we've used, and we've had a lot of good donors who have chipped in, but we're doing free concerts on the fairgrounds, which that's never happened. Opening ceremonies. After that, there's going to be a young lady who was third in the National FFA talent competition. Miss Delaney Moore and her partner Dalton are coming to sing for us. That's free.
No, when is that? That's free on Sunday
Sunday
afternoon, prior
afternoon.
to the grand opening?
No, after the grand opening.
Oh, it's after.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll probably be like 5-ish, I would imagine, through 6 o'clock. And then Saturday, the 11th, 2 more free concerts with Debbie Wright and Friends at noon, right back here.
Always a big concert.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Hillbilly Deluxe, and they're a local band that's going to be here.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, so they'll be here, all free. Here's the thing, you don't get to be 175 years in a community institution like the fair if you're not supported by community.
Yep.
So when we started all this, we said, how can we let the community know we are thankful for their support? So that's the way we've done it. the approach we've taken is let's do some things that welcome the community back. Let's do some free things once they get on the grounds. Let's do some things that are meaningful. We're putting together a legacy hall. You'll see at the Round Cattle Barn, great legacy video of past fairs. Just, you know, I tell you what, I laugh about doing this, but it's been a pleasure. It's been a thrill for what we found to showcase.
A lot of history.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, this is
Yeah.
probably, and you've both done this for a while, but Doug, I ask you this since it's 175, probably a lot additional things going on besides all the normal fair stuff that you've had, as Connie's indicated, you've stepped it up.
Yes, and we've had to move things around to work everything in and so forth, but it's going to work out.
Well, and you know we've got our new fair manager, Stacy, who I'm not the driving force behind much of this. She put us to work. She made us
She
clean
pretty tough?
Yes, she made us clean the basement.
Yep.
And so we cleaned the basement of the fair office, and when we did that, we found the original Constitution.
So even though it wasn't right, something good came out of it.
That's right.
It was, I'm going to tell you what, it's the best thing ever, because you have to respect how this fair started. You think about how people brought entries to the fair, how they did what they did to make this work, you know, and they did all this and they didn't have a cell phone.
Right.
They didn't even have an automobile when this first started. It was just the belief in agriculture.
Yeah.
Well, it's an exciting time. Good luck to you two. Thanks for what you've done.
Yep.
And we're going to see the fruits of all that coming up this
There
Sunday.
you go.
As things get underway, the big grand opening now Sunday afternoon, the concert, and then we're off.
And we're off to the
We're off to
races.
the races.
Off to the
Yes, we
races.
are.
Connie and Doug with us from the Fairfield County Fair. We'll be back in a moment.
Greetings from Fairfield DD. As we embrace the back-to-school season, we welcome the arrival of autumn and our cherished fall customs. Join us for Football Friday nights and the County Fair. While you revel in the colorful season, let's also reflect on the positive changes we aspire to witness. At Fairfield DD, our goal is to foster a vibrant community where individuals lead lives of greater independence and make meaningful contributions. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram to discover more about our unwavering commitment to the community.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
What makes Fairhope what it is our staff. It's always a question that we ask, why do you want to be here with us? And what they most always say is, you've touched my life this way. You know, you took care of this person, or I've seen what you've done and I want to do that. And so the staff that have been here know what it takes. They've been on the other side. They see what it takes to make someone comfortable, to make the family comfortable, and really what kind of support they need. And so I think that's what really makes Fairhope what it is.
We're back at the Fairfield County Fair. We've got the fair manager with us, Stacy Fisher. Stacy, just in talking to you and everybody earlier, things are rolling. It's getting close.
It's very close, and they're rolling fast, full speed ahead.
I can't imagine the first year for doing this. It's 175. It's your first year. It's a pretty exciting time.
It is very exciting. It's very exciting with all the changes that we're doing. It's a great year to start, and I'll never forget the first year I started at the fair.
Now, we've got some stuff up here. We want to talk a little bit about, it's 175 for the Fairfield County Fair. You got some nice swag here. We've got some different things going on. All this is available, I guess, as long as it lasts in the office?
Correct. So we have the t-shirts and the sweatshirts we just added to the group. You can come into the office to purchase all of this, but you can also purchase it online on our website, but you do have to come in the office to pick it up.
And you can search the website, just go Fairfield County Fair. They'll find it on there. So got the grand opening coming this Sunday. That'll be what time again?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock at the grandstands over here. We're going to go a big concert after that, and then we're off and running. The grounds open at noon.
Correct.
And then on Monday is when the art hall opens.
Yes.
Monday.
Correct. They have the judging still going on in there, but the commercial part of the building is open.
We think, and again, we're a few days early here, but we think we're going to have a lot of entrants, a lot of things going on, just like always.
I can promise you there's a lot of entries already. We've been doing those entry tickets, putting the strings in all those little entry passes. So there's a lot of people that's already entered the exhibits there in the art hall, and then the sheep and the swine and the cattle have a lot of open class animals coming into the fair in addition to the 4-H and FFA projects.
I hope you've been able to get some sleep before this week. I hope you've done that, because I'm sure from this point on, through another 7 days after the fair, 6 days after the fair, you're going to be full go, full stop.
We don't sleep at these parts. I don't think I've slept since September 1st. Even when we're not here, we're working at home on the laptop or speaking with other directors about things that are going. So, no, for the month before the fair, we don't sleep, and I'm pretty sure I won't sleep at all during the fair, because I just want to make sure everything's successful and that everything's going on without a hitch.
We were talking to Ruth earlier, we were talking about a time when, they didn't have laptops, they didn't have cell phones. And I was wondering if you can imagine doing your job without any other source of communication other than a telephone, which is a landline.
Yeah, so the telephone part, we do that. I talk to a lot of people on the phone. But the thought of having to write everything out with a pen, I would have quit. I would have quit like day 2, because all the contracts, all the paperwork, you'd have carpal tunnel. I mean, there's no way you can keep up with all the handwritten stuff that would have to go through there. And how they did it is baffling to me.
So it's coming up next week. We got it going on Sunday, the free day. Can you think offhand of any significant new events? Now, we talked about the new grand opening. We talked about that going on there. But can you think about any other things that you could highlight as something new that maybe the folks haven't seen?
Wiener dog races.
Oh, yeah.
Is
that Sunday?
Nope, that's Wednesday at 10 a.m. So the book actually says it's at 4, but the time is actually 10 a.m. this year on Wednesday. And it's a first year we're doing it.
You getting entrance?
We're getting entrance. And not only that, but they put costumes on these dogs. And they're running in tutus and wiener in a hot dog costume down the racetrack. So that's a new event.
That's not right.
It's more than right. It's perfect. It's hilarious.
So I am actually excited about this.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a tremendous event to see these little short legs going about 1,000 miles an hour. Now, how far will they run? They run like 100 yards?
I don't know the exact distance. I don't think those wiener dogs could run 100 yards. But
well,
I don't
they
know
could,
the
but it'd
exact
take
distance.
a couple days. We don't have that much time.
Correct.
But whoever came up with the idea, good on them to give. And I know everything's a shot. You try it. We'll see how it works. But I hope this works out, because I hope this becomes an annual event. It's such a great idea. So every day is a special day. What is Monday? Military Day?
Monday is Veterans Day. All veterans get in free. That's sponsored by the Fairfield Veterans Commission. So they pay for that so every veteran can come, which is a great thing.
And then I know up here, and I went, I think for the first time last year at LOH, sometime on Monday they have a service, a program.
Yes, at the WLHO tent. It's all in the fair program.
That looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me say, I know we've already talked about a mistake, but we don't have to dwell on that. But we can talk about all the cool things, the nice logo. Want to comment on too, the logo is just super.
So someone actually designed that. It was one of several that were entered into the competition, and that's what the board voted on and passed to be the logo for 175th Fair. So it is beautiful.
So Monday is Military Appreciation Day. We have other special days?
Senior Day is on Wednesday, so all the seniors get in for $3. And then on Tuesday is the Low Sensory Day, so children that have sensory issues can ride the rides and stuff during a time where the surroundings won't be as
convenient and good for them.
Yeah, it'll be better for them during
good
that.
For them.
Thursday is school day, so that's the parade.
The band day.
Parade band, yep.
Big day.
And then the fireworks was originally going to be on Saturday, but now we moved them to Friday at 7. That way, if there's a rain out that evening, we can do them on Saturday at 7, and they're going to be shot off of Mount Pleasant. And then another new cool thing this year is the Legacy Hall, which is in the wing of the Round Cattle Barn. It's going to have a video shooting of people that's worked at the fair over the years, and some of our historical artifacts will be down there.
That'd just be running all the time?
Yes,
okay.
Except for when the cattle barn's locked.
Sure. And I always like to talk about this. Whether I go back, to the Russell Walt days when a previous time, shall we say. But I just want to say how nice everything looks out here. When I was a kid coming out here, and as a kid I thought it looked nice then, but man, we'd be traipsing in mud, we'd be traipsing in frozen mud on some years it was cold. But now, you've got the nice asphalt roads, the buildings are beautiful white with the red roof on it. The fair and the fair board has just done a spectacular job.
Dale and the grounds crew has done a great job keeping up mowing and making the grounds look pretty. We've had a lot of fair board members in the last few months, painting barns, painting shutters, getting the barns ready, mowing, helping with the banks and stuff in the infield. So it has been a joint effort from the crew and the fair board.
Takes a village?
Takes a village.
Takes a county anyway.
A whole county.
Stacy Fisher is our first year fair manager. Good luck on this, especially this one. I mean, you're going to do a bang-up job. Certainly everything we've seen and the folks we've talked to says it's going along smoothly. But we shall see what we shall see. Come Sunday, that's the proof in the pudding. Is that what they mean?
Facts.
Very good. So Sunday we'll see. This is a free fair day. Noon. Things
Correct.
open up at noon. Grand opening. Ceremonies down here, 4?
Correct.
4 o'clock. So we're all excited about that. We bless you for a good week. We hope it's weather like this. It would seem unfair, as many good days as we've had, not to have one more week of nice weather to extend.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
100%. We need this kind of weather.
Okay. Is Doug in charge of cloud control?
Yeah, he's going to be out here with a tarp if it starts raining, so the grounds will stay dry.
Well, I've talked to him about putting maybe a dome over this
Yeah.
or something like that. I think that would help. But that's for another year.
Correct. So if the grounds is muddy and wet and dirty, we can. Doug Shaw was supposed to take care of that.
Stacy Fisher with us, fair manager. We're at the Fairfield County Fair, and we thank you for joining us today. It's just going to be a bang-up fair like it always is, the 175th edition. Thanks for joining us on this fair edition of Fairfield Today.
Interface Video, in cooperation with Fairfield Federal, presents Fairfield Today. Brought to you by Fairfield Federal Savings and Loan, Fairfield Medical Center, Fair Hope Hospice and Palliative Care, the Frankie Smith Funeral Home, Fairfield County Adam H., Dagger Law, and the Fairfield County Board of Developmental Disabilities.